Hello everyone, and welcome to a game called Just Kiss Him Already. This was made by the same person who made Just Kiss Her Already and Coco Magic, and we're gonna play a couple of their other games as well, but right now we're gonna play Just Kiss Him Already. Let's go ahead and start. What is your name? The best name that I could possibly imagine is Wah. Wah, are you sure? I could never be more sure of anything in my life. What's to be said about the first day of a new school that hasn't been said a million times before? A school's a school, and this one doesn't look too different from my last. Same boring sights, loud noises, and unfortunate smells. With any luck, the same curriculum with the same pace. I transferred halfway through the school year, so adjusting is going to be a pain. I'm not looking forward to it. I make my way down the corridors, following the map I was given by the front desk. My class should be the third door on the left. What part of no running the halls don't you understand? Oh, I'm sorry, Your Highness Lord of Hallways. Shouldn't you be happy I'm this excited to get to class? Is that why you were running in the opposite direction? Maybe I have to get some laps in to burn off all this energy. Not in the hallway, you don't. I can't help it. I'm just so excited to learn, and I say that with all the sarcasm I could possibly muster. Two loud arguing boys block the door to the classroom. Excuse me. Do you get it off on playing hall monitor, student council not enough? I wouldn't have to if you would stop being such a hazard. I just need to get past. You're impossible to deal with. Next time, I'm getting a teacher. Ooh, not the teacher. Anything but that. I'm a non-confrontational person. I'll wait patiently for them to finish. I'll just wait this out. I don't want to make any enemies on my first day. You're such a child. And you're such an adult, caring about whether or not I run to class. I love the attention, but I prefer chocolates. Maybe buy me lunch instead. That's it. I'm going to class. Don't run, Hayden. Whatever you do, make sure not to run. You're gonna kill someone if you do. Oh, that's a bit overdramatic. They finally finish their conversation, and notice that I'm here, standing, waiting. Whoa! Where did you come from? Can we help you? I need to get past. Oh, shit, we were in the way. You could have said something. I mean, I did, technically, you just didn't listen. I tried, but you both were too busy arguing. This is 3C, correct? I hand the more responsible looking of the two the school map. Yeah, this is 3C. Are you the new student? Well, I mean, you don't know me, and I am here for class. Who else would I be? Well, this is our class. Nice to meet you. My name's Arlie. Weird. No one mentioned the new classmate. You think we get it told these things, huh, Hayden? It was the first topic of the class meeting yesterday morning. You sure? I held the meeting. Huh, guess I missed that part. Because you were talking, and I don't pay attention to you. Anyway, my name's Hayden. Apologies for blocking the way. They scoot past and let me through the door, following behind me. I'm greeted by the faces of about 20 unfamiliar students and a surprised teacher. Ah, wah, there you are. I was starting to wonder if you'd gotten lost. Hayden, Arlie, nice of you to finally join us. Class started a few minutes ago, but by all means, take your time. Welcome, Wah. I hope these boys didn't cause you any trouble. Everyone, if I could have your attention for a moment, please. An awkward hush fills the room as everyone turns to face me. This is Wah, who will be joining us starting today. Nice to meet everyone. Have you had a tour of the school grounds yet, Wah? Not yet. Well, in that case, I'm sure Hayden and Arlie would be happy to help out during lunch. Wait, why us? You both can make up the time that you spent disrupting the class by helping out the new student. Unless you prefer, I just mark you both as late. This is blackmail. I'd rather just be marked late. It doesn't even matter. We'll help out. Perfect! I'm glad that's settled. Fine. Now, Hayden, Arlie, please take your seats. Wow, there should be a spare seat towards the back. I take a seat and the lesson starts. Hayden and Arlie meet me outside in the hall after class. So do we get extra time to eat, or do we have to spend it all on the tour? Is multitasking too hard for you? Can't walk and eat at the same time? I'm just asking. Doesn't this get in the way of your student council shenanigans? You guys don't need to give me a tour if it's too much trouble. I'm not sure how long I want to be around them bickering anyways. I never said that. What's the point of student council if not to help the student body? Especially new students. Gotta make them feel welcomed and all that. Yeah, I got nothing better to do. It's fine, Ma. We got you. You'll know this school inside and out by the time we're finished. Oh, cool. Do you know the place where people, like, hang out when they don't want to go to class? Because I want to know that particular place. We make our way down the hallway. Hayden makes an abrupt stop before the stairs. Toilets are here and down the hall towards the back. Don't trust Wa can read a sign? I just know how much trouble you have. I'm trying to be considerate. Isn't the point of the tour to point everything out? If Wa wanted, they could just read the school maps. Is that you admitting that this is a big waste of time too, Hayden? It's about the human interaction element, to get a new student more comfortable. I haven't gotten a single word in between them. I honestly don't know what to make of them. It seems like they're good friends. I get the impression they've known each other for a while. Only people who've known each other for a long time talk to each other like that. No one's that rude to a complete stranger. Well, these are my new classmates, and these things are interesting. The school tour, on the other hand, is about as exciting as a school tour can be. All the basic components: gym, check. Library, check. Assembly hall, check. That about covers where you'll be going from class to class. We already met at 3C in the morning first, so don't worry about having everything memorized. Anything else you want to see, Wa? The cafeteria. Best place to go. The cafeteria for sure. Now we're talking. Good choice, Wa. I'm starving. Just through this door is the cafeteria. The map says there's 2 entrances, but this is the one everyone uses. The other one's closed. Got it. Thanks. So, Hayden, about buying me lunch? Why exactly would I do that? Because I'm hungry, and I'm asking so nicely. I don't bring money to school. I pack my lunch before I head out. You could do that too if you tried waking up more than 5 minutes before you have to leave. Harsh, but true. I'm not fussy. What'd you bring? So Arlie's the kind of guy to poach food from people, huh? Anywhere else you want to go? I guess we're gonna go to both places. I like to see the student council room, if that's okay. Really? I'm glad you have an interest. Aw, you're not gonna join the nerd club, are you, Wa? We're not accepting new members, but you're free to drop by with any problems you might have, and we can try and help out. Damn. Rejected already. The student council room is just at the end of the hall, last room on the left. No one's busy with anything important. We should be able to go in. Oh, it's a little cramped, isn't it? We enter a small, dusty back room. So this is the student council room. It's not very impressive, but there's a lot of stuff. Though, I suppose it's more about the people within it, and what they get up to, rather than the room itself. Huh. It's empty. It's lunchtime. Maybe they went to get food. Normally, there's someone here by now. I don't like having this place empty during lunch. If you ever run into issues with your studies, we can try to help. We keep track of events around the school, help organize and allocate funds to clubs, and keep on top of club room maintenance. Good to know. Thanks. It's kinda admirable the way he's attempting to keep the student council accessible. Definitely friendlier than my last schools. Well, no point standing around an empty room. Anywhere else, well? Let's just finish the tour. I'm out of ideas. Anything else you guys want to show me? That's about it. At least what you'll need to eat based on your timetable. Oh wait, I got something. Let me show you the school gardens. I'm part of the gardening club, which is always accepting members, by the way, unlike some other clubs. Seems like a fun club, we should. We make our way out of the building and down around the back of the school. There's a large row of different assorted plants and vegetables, all coordinated across the patch. So, there's a gardening club? Yep. I wouldn't have realized you were a green thumb without you telling me. Is that supposed to be a compliment? I know my way around the vegetable patch, thank you very much. Helped out with pretty much everything here. It's starting to get colder, so next week we'll be trying to plant garlic. And you'll be able to eat the garlic once it's finished growing? What? What be the point of growing vegetables if you can't eat them by the end of it? Just seems weird to me. It'd be that so easy. Well, feel free to come and find out. Tomorrow we have some garden work you could do. Don't let him trick you into his portion of the work, Wah. Why would I do that? I actually like gardening. I don't know. You seem a little sketch. You try to get food from people, and I feel like you would try to push off your work onto others. But you know, if he likes it, he likes it. That's cool. The school bell rings and the three of us head back to class. The rest of the day is uneventful. I head home once class is over. Oh, I guess we don't get to go home. I enter class the following day, and Hayden and Arlie are sitting on the opposite sides of the room. They react to the noise of the door opening, and both look up from what they're doing to acknowledge me. Hayden's reviewing his notes while Arlie's on his phone with his feet up on his desk. It's a little surprising to see them not interacting. I guess they're not feeling social today. I take my seat and the teacher enters the room. Alright everyone, remember there's a test coming up on Friday. Stay focused. I expected everyone to be able to pass this. You've been given more than enough resources. I spend the time trying to follow the material. At lunchtime I decide to, go to the gardening club meeting. Wait, I can't go to the what am I gonna go to the student council room for? I decide to take Arlie up on his offer and take part in the gardening club. Worth a look, at the very least. I don't have anything better to do during lunch. As I walk over to the gardens, a familiar voice calls out. Yo, Wah, nice to see you show up. So, the gardening meeting got called off last minute, but that doesn't mean we can't get our hands dirty. We can get you officially initiated later. I'm not sure if I've agreed to joining just yet. Really? That's a shame. I might resign my offer if you're not gonna jump at the chance. You at least up for helping out today? Sure. Great. We got some general weeding to do. Gotta get ready for the garlic. Oh, and these leaves are starting to get on my nerves, you know? How to break right. Is there some kind of special technique to it? Oh, so naive. How much you have learned. Don't worry. I'll be here to lead you through it. You can rely on me. Arlie leads me over to the tool shed and pulls out the key from his back pocket. Hold the door. He barely gives me a second to grab it before he lets go. It's ridiculously heavy. Here's a pair of gloves. We'll start with the weeding and see how much time we have left for anything else. He rummages in the back for a while, coming out with a couple of trowels and something that looks like a mini rake. We walk over to the beds and Arlie kneels down beside it, motioning for me to join. How do I know what's a weed and what isn't? Might just be better if you watch me. I'll pull out the differences as we go. It's a little easier if you know what's been planted on the bed, and then it becomes anything that isn't that. These are generally well maintained, but keep your eyes peeled for anything starting to grow in a bed that already has something in it. He gets to work, picking out the smaller, irregular plants among them. You gotta make sure to dig deep enough to get the roots out with the leaves, otherwise they'll just grow back. Getting the hang of it? Sorta. Some of the common weeds I can recognize. Dandelions, and actually that's about it. You'll get there eventually. I can't name most of them either. He passes me the other trowel. There's a couple of empty beds that need digging over. Get rid of everything and I'll help once I'm finished here. I do my best, but Arlie still has to work on the beds. I thought I had finished. There seems to be so much to learning to garden. Isn't this supposed to be a relaxing hobby? I didn't expect Arlie to take something so seriously. Looks like we won't have time for raking today. At this rate, I'm gonna come sometime after school to do it. It's bothering you that much? Sorta. Everything would look way nicer if it were tidier. And it'd be great for the compost. Your dedication's pretty admirable. Thanks. So, have you realized how cool and complex gardening club can be? I think so. I'd have given you the in-depth version during this tour, but we had hated dragging us down. Glad I could make it up to you today. You don't like Hayden? Nope, can't stand the guy. He can't take a joke to save his life. He cares way too much about studying. Way too stuck up. And I feel like I'm gonna get in trouble every time I'm around him. That's a pretty passionate response. What? No way. Looking at the time on his phone, he decides that's enough for lunch and starts packing up the equipment. Not bad. Thanks for the help, Ma. No problem. It was certainly interesting to watch. Cool to hear you talk about something you're passionate about. I'll make sure to teach you proper raking technique next time. The school bell rings soon after and we head back to class. So is each day gonna be like, oh, who are you gonna hang out with today? Hayden and Arlie pull faces as they meet each other's gaze. Do they really need to keep this up? Yeah, they do. For the story, they have to keep it up. The next day starts too quick for my liking. I barely get through the door before I see a girl I haven't met make a beeline for me. Hey, you're the new student, right? What's your name? Oh, this is the girl from the other game. Her energy catches me off guard. Well, they're all from the other game, but, like, I recognize her. We got you on a date, yeah? It's Wa. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, too. My name's Nanala. But you can call me Nala. I was off sick the past couple of days, so sorry I couldn't say hi. Day one. So, what's your impression of the school so far? Met anyone you think you'll be friends with? It's only day 3, but I met both Hayden and Arlie. Really? She takes an interest upon hearing those names. Those two are hilarious. They literally cannot go a single day without mentioning the other, because they like each other. That does track the 2 days I've been here so far. Not sure if the pattern will continue, but she does have a point. She pulls a juice box out of her back pocket and takes a long sip. What kind of high schooler still drinks juice boxes? The cool ones, obviously. What are you looking at? Do you want one? I do have a spare. You can have it if you want. I'm good, thanks. Really? Alrighty, more for me. At least she is herself, no matter the situation. After hearing some loud footsteps clamoring down the hall, the class door opens and Arlie barrels through it. Hayden follows behind, hunching over in the doorway. How many times do I have to tell you to stop running? You're the one who's always out of breath. Good thing a teacher isn't here to scold you. You really shouldn't break the rules like that, Hayden. Right on cue. Look who's arrived together once again. Oh, hey Nala, feeling better? Yep, as good as ever. So what has got you both making such a noise this early in the morning? Mr. Student Council President here Thought he could beat me in a race to class. Pretty close, right? He's faster than he looks. That is not what happened. Hayden catches his breath, recomposes himself, and stops leaning on the doorframe. I saw him running down the hall as I was getting things out of my locker, and my bag was on the floor. I didn't even get the time to say anything to him as he ran past. He grabbed my bag and just kept running. Having no idea if he'd actually stop at 3C or just keep going, what choice did I have? He's just mad he lost a race we were having. Hayden snatches his bag back from Arlie, who lets it go with a smirk. I even ran my part carrying extra weight. What have you got in that thing? Books made of lead? Student council material? Paperweight adds up. Well, you could at least thank me for bringing it to class for you. I don't need a personal assistant, but if you're so desperate to carry my stuff for me, I'm sure we could work something out. Wouldn't want to steal the opportunity from the student council fan club. It's not fair to all the weird underlings. Look at Nala just looking back and forth between them. Her eye movements are perfectly encapsulating this moment. You're part of that, right, Nala? What? Me? As if. No offense, Hayden. Love you as a friend and all, but I do enough work as it is. None taken. But you don't even have a job. What work do you do? Wanna hang out at lunch ball? Why would I refuse? Let's do it. Sure. Awesome. Looking forward to it. She's such a delightful person. We will never skip hanging out with Nala. I wasn't sure how I was going to spend lunch otherwise. Hanging out with Arlie was fun, but I'm not much of a help to him guarding. If anything, I'm a distraction. I don't want to continue to bother him. Even so, he looks a little surprised. Not coming back to gardening club? Well, that's a shame. Maybe in the future. I just don't want to refuse an offer to hang out. Should have beaten me to it, Arlie. You snooze, you lose. Well, you're always welcome back at any time. Thank you. Nala runs over to my desk the second the lunch bell rings. Let's go, Wa. I'm starving. I gotta get lunch quick. I'm on duty today, and I'll get yelled at if I'm too late. What does she do, though? She fails to mention exactly what she'll be late for, but I follow nonetheless. We make our way down to the cafeteria. Want anything? I'll get you something if you're hungry. My treat. I'm good, thanks. I'm not hungry. Yeah, you are. I'll get you a sandwich. Is egg and lettuce good? She's not listening to me at all. Sure. Great. Give me just a second. Very agreeable, my character friend. Very agreeable. She returns with 2 sandwiches and a couple more juice boxes, passing one to each over to me. Okay, now let's head to the student council. Don't want Hayden yelling at me for being late again. Hayden? Why would you do that to her? You're part of the student council? Yeah, didn't Hayden tell you? Well, it's a good thing I went to gardening club the first day, because now we're getting dragged into student council. I only met you today. When would it have come up? Hayden didn't mention me? Wow, I'm hurt. He mentioned someone was sick yesterday. Was that you? Yeah, I'm making it up today. As we reach the student council room, Nala runs down the hall and throws open the door. I don't know if Hayden would like you running in the hall, Nala. I'm just gonna say that. Hayden, I'm here. I heard you coming from across the hall. Hey, Wa. Sick of gardening club already? Haven't really made up my mind about it. It's not for everyone. I don't mind it. If Arlie ever needs an extra set of hands, sometimes I jump in. Sorry getting here took a while. Had to get at Wa some lunch. I'm not late or anything, right? Not any later than you normally are. Great, so what needs to be done today? I sorted out most of the shelves yesterday, so not much. Look at you, being productive. Well, I can try and do the rest of it. if you want to relax. I'd appreciate it. One of our members had dropped recently due to it being too much on top of another club. You don't have a line of fangirls wanting to join in their place? What about one of those? The question alone seems to drain him. I'd rather run the entire council by myself than deal with any of those for more than 5 minutes at a time. That bad? Some days. I don't suppose you'd be interested in joining, would you, It's a bit quick, Hayden. Hasn't even been in a week. Well, I'm desperate. I'm not sure if I should be offended by that. From what I've seen of Wa, I can imagine we'd have any problems working together. So are you interested? Didn't you just say you were not accepting members? Well, someone did drop out, so we know why. I kind of am more interested in the gardening club, to be honest. But look at Nala. I kind of want to hang out with her a bit more, to be honest. I wonder if there's an option to join both. Sure. My character is agreeable, so we have to make it consistent. Sure, don't have anything better to do. Awesome, welcome to the club. Aw, surely you can't and show a little more enthusiasm, well? A lot of people would kill to be able to join. Then why is nobody, trying to join the club? No, that level of excitement is exactly what I'm after. Less, if possible. What do I do about the fangirls? What do I do? What do I do? I don't know. Do I have to do anything specific while being a part of the club? Not that I can think of. And if anything comes up to you, if anyone comes up to you to ask for help, just direct them to Nala or I. We're not announcing your inclusion to anyone. I just need the second set of hands, more than anything. Third set of hands. I'm still here. Right. Third. Is that okay with you? Yeah, sounds easy enough. What do I do about the fangirls? So if any of those fangirls show up, they shouldn't. They leave everyone but me alone, thankfully. Even Nala? That's for different reasons. I'm not a threat. It was a little rough at first, but the girls and I came to an understanding. Any more questions? That's about it. So I just show up here at lunch? Until I have something better worked out? Yeah. Okay, sweet. Thanks for the help. The bell rings and we make our way back to class. Afternoon class wasn't very notable. Once the lesson was over, I packed up my things and began to head home. As I headed down the stairs, I see Nala waiting by the bottom of the entrance door. Wah, there you are. I was starting to wonder if I missed you heading home. Everything okay? Yeah, totally. I just wanted to ask a favor. Anything for Nala. Yes. Sure, what's up? Let me think of how to pitch this. I need help with a thing. She takes a loud sip of her juice box before continuing. So Hayden really seems to like you. He is already getting pretty comfortable around you, which is crazy to me. It's only been like a week. Is there a problem with that? Not at all. In fact, it's very advantageous for me. Glad to help. So here's the thing. Hayden won't talk to me about Arlie at all. Maybe it's because you're mutual friends? Probably. Whatever it is, it's annoying. But since you're kinda just Hayden's friend, you can help in a way I can't. Help with what? I'm getting there, okay? Give me a second to finish explaining. So basically, I want these two to be friends again, since right now they're not. Why are you obsessed with them getting along? They seem happy as they are. I don't know if I see a reason to disrupt that. No, the way things are right now is all wrong. Can't you just believe me when I say I know my friends well enough? I've known these guys my entire life, since kindergarten. They used to get along great, but after they entered high school, things got tense. They've gone their separate ways, and it's weird. They won't accept an offer to hang out with me, but they also won't leave each other alone. It kinda sucks, being in between that. I just want us to go back to the way we used to be. I want the three of us hanging out again. Or maybe all four of us, if that's how you want it to be. So if you could help, I'd appreciate it. I mean, I could try. I'm not sure what you want me to do. Well, you're doing something right. Just keep being there for Hayden, I guess. Leave in a good word about Arlie here and there. Maybe encourage them to hang out. Can you help me do that? You're not exactly asking me to go out of my way for anything. The way you describe it, I think I already am. Yay! Thank you all. Things will be way better once this is sorted out, I promise. You will be paid in various favors of juice box. That's all I got on me. Take it or leave it. I really don't want any juice, thank you. You'll change your mind eventually once you realize how good these things are. I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks again. She is so cute. She runs off, pleased she has gotten what she wanted. The next day, my morning thoughts are occupied by Nala's talk from yesterday. I hope I can be of help. She seemed passionate about getting Arlie and Hayden to be friends again. I guess I'm part of the student council now. Lunch rolls around and Hayden makes his way over to my desk. You ready to go, Wa? I followed Hayden down to the student council room. I gotta hand out some flyers and hand back some of the forms I've been sorting out for a couple of groups. You don't mind tagging along, do you? Sounds fun, why not? Cool. I don't have to worry about coming back to lock up at the end of lunch. I don't think I've seen you leave before. It's a rare occurrence if I can help it. Well, we lock up the room and head down the halls, opting by at different classrooms to drop off different things. It's almost the second tour of the school. Ever so often, I hear girls giggle. It's a little unnerving. The fangirls. Eventually, we end up down by the school vegetable garden. Arlie and Nala are there raking leaves in a big pile. Yo, are you showing her your raking technique, guy? Hayden, wah! Weird seeing you guys here, what's up? Not much, just finish up handing out various papers to various clubs. Wa's helping out too. I see you're raking leaves. Just finished. I did a great job, right? That's for me to decide. Let's see how many of these leaves make it into the composter before we re-rake. If you could hand this form to the gardening club lead, Arlie, I'd appreciate it. Oh, don't recognize authority when it's right in front of you? For shame, Hayden. Since when are you the lead of anything? Since a couple of days ago. It's temporary, but the gardening club president's gotta go in for the surgery and needs someone to take over in the meantime. Well, I expect this form doesn't need an explanation. I'll sort it out. Don't worry. Good. Oh, and Nala, I need you to... Hayden. Don't go telling my lackey what to do. Lackey, huh? You can't hold my vice president hostage against me. I have custody of Nala today. Everything's gotta go through me. She doesn't stop being student council just because she's helping you out. It's okay, Hayden. I accept bribes. What do you want? I'm surprised Hayden's entertaining any of this nonsense. Give me your notes for the test tomorrow. Of course, I should have assumed you haven't studied for tomorrow's test. It's not that I haven't studied, it's just you condensing everything down to bullet points makes my life easier. Pretty pleased. Fine, see me after class. This might be the first time I've been happy to hear that. Wow, they so love each other. The bell rings and we make our way back to class. Far out in front of me, Hayden and Arlie walking home together, arguing. I hear them before I see them. The results of Hayden giving Arlie his notes. I guess they live in the same direction too. I'm too far away to make out anything they're saying. Seems I was right about them being friends. The weekend flies by. I try not to think about the looming test result. I entered the classroom still early. To my surprise, the teacher's already there. Wah, here you go, your test results from Friday. With some hesitation, I take a look at the score written at the bottom. Not too shabby, could be better, but for someone unfamiliar with the majority of material, I can't complain. I walk over to Hayden, who's sitting at his desk. He doesn't even look happy. You okay, Hayden? He barely looks up from his test results. I was so close to a perfect score. A single question off. Most people are usually happy about that. It was over a stupid mistake on my part. I wouldn't fret, it's still top grade, right? I guess. The door opens and Arlie walks through it, yawning. Arlie, here you go, your test result. Congrats on passing. Oh, damn, I passed? Hell yeah, I thought I was gonna have to make this one up. He takes the piece of paper and walks over to Hayden's desk. Really? You're celebrating just a pass? Yeah, a pass is a pass. You look happier than Hayden does. Oh, what's wrong, Mr. President? Didn't get a perfect score. What's it to you? Oh man, didn't expect to be right. It wasn't. 2 mistakes, was it? Say it isn't so, Hayden. Hayden hands Arlie his test results, refusing to make eye contact. Arlie scans the sheet, squinting at the section underlined in red. Something that dumb counts against you? That sucks. It's my own fault for messing it up. Next time I'll be more careful. This level of stress isn't good for the complexion, you know? It's just a little mistake. The result doesn't count towards anything. Don't worry about it. I swear you care way too much about this stuff. It's better than not caring at all. Why would I care? It's not important. You don't think doing well counts for anything? Nope, it's a dumb test, not worth stressing over. Tell that to the universities when they're looking at your overall grade. You can't scare me into giving a damn, Hayden. I can promise you no university is going to care about the difference between a 99 and a 100 on one single test. So what score did you get, if you're so happy about it? See for yourself. It's like a 70 or something. Arlie hands Hayden both of the tests to compare. Huh? I was expecting a lot worse. This is more than just a passing grade. See how unstressed I am about it too? Oh, maybe it's like an 80, 85. This still isn't something to celebrate. Well, I'm happy with it. I did better with your notes, so thanks for that. Oh, no problem. Glad they helped. He blushed. Oh. Alright, everyone. Take your seats. We're starting a new chapter today. I hope everyone's excited. I'm never excited for any school-related activities, so no. The class groans. Yeah, exactly. Precisely. The morning period is long. I'm relieved once lunch rolls around. Hayden hasn't gone over Arlie's comments from earlier. I stood in the student council room attempting to focus on the new material, but he's dead set on complaining about Arlie. I just wish he'd care about his grades. College is right around the corner, and he's still acting like we're in middle school. I'm surprised this is taking priority over reviewing the new material. You seem very concerned about his future. Yeah, you're very concerned for him. I care about everyone's future. Really? You haven't once asked me about my grade or my plans. Ah, did I? Sorry. I passed, though. I'm glad to hear it. Sorry for not asking. Well, it doesn't even matter. I mean, this is about you two. It isn't about me. He takes a seat across the table and pulls out his books. The rest of the lunch period is quiet, but every time I look up Hayden's face, he's still frowning. Second period isn't very noteworthy. Hayden continues to keep his eyes on Arlie, who isn't paying much attention to what's being taught. A week into the new school experience, and it already feels mundane. I walk into the classroom and see Nala and Arlie. Oh hey, good morning, Wa. No Hayden yet? I think he's out talking to some teachers. He was here earlier. So Arlie, are the goods ready yet? The goods? Yeah, I think we could sort that out today. Wa, do you like brownies or cookies more? Cookies. I'm not sure what kind of conversation I just walked into. The question isn't what anyone likes more. It's which are easier to give out to women. To women? My vote goes to cookies. They're way more shareable. You're right. You're so smart, Arlie. I don't know what I'd do without you. Yeah, and brownies just like crumble in your hand, unless if you cook them wrong, I guess. They're harder to cook, I think. What are you guys talking about? Sunflower seeds. It's the time of year we can finally harvest them. I love sunflower seeds. Best seed, in my opinion. Almond and sesame don't come close. Pumpkin's certainly up there, but sunflowers more iconic, in my opinion. And the plan is to attract women with them? Absolutely! Women love baked goods, and I'm a woman, so I should know that. How else am I gonna get a girlfriend? I didn't realize this was the only way. Nala's got it tough. The sunflowers we planted are starting to droop, so we could harvest them and get them ready to dry today if you like. So wait, are you gonna use the sunflower seeds to make cookies? Because I've never heard of sunflower seed cookies before. If you want to help too, Nala, see me at lunch. I gotta check in on some stuff with student council first, but I'll be right over after that. I can only give you a bag or two. Will that be enough? For some cookies? Yeah, should be. We need to keep some, oh, it's like an exchange. We need to keep some to plant for the next group. Some for the bird feeders, and probably some other stuff. I gotta check with the rest of the club. Thanks for the help, by the way. You can have some of the batch once I'm finished with them. Hayden walks through the door, looking more than a little tired. Good morning, sunshine, and what a beautiful morning it is. Especially since I get to see your, bright, tired face. Not today, Arlie. Not in the mood. Oh, what's up? You're still not upset over your grades, are you? No, it's not that. I had a meeting with a couple of the teachers about club-related stuff, and it's gonna be more work than I expected. I'm not looking forward to trying to sort that one out. Anyways, what's up with you guys? If I'm following correctly, we're trying to work out what kind of dessert has the highest odds of getting Nala a girlfriend. I see. You're on your own with that one. No wisdom from Mr. Popular? I want them to leave me alone, not attract more of them. The morning bell rings, and we all take our seats. Come lunchtime, Nala, Hayden, and I make our way to the student council room. So if it's okay, I gotta go later, right? As I said, it's fine. Walking covered if needed. Cover doing what exactly? I'm still not sure. I'll make it up to at some point. Gotta get those cookies made for the fan club girls. She's picking, quite possibly, the worst pool of people to try with. Girls, both interested in men, and have someone they are already into. But some of them are really cute. They do better to be my friend. I have direct access to you. Access that can be revoked. Aw, come on, help a girl out. You should hear about my plan, Juan. These girls give me their numbers to pass on to Hayden, and I ask if it's cool if I message them, and they say yes. Easy way to get numbers if you like girls. I'm even in some of the group chats. No wonder Arlie thinks you're one of them. Do you pass any of the numbers on? No point. I don't like girls. Oh, you're just gonna tell what? I don't see why not. They don't care they don't care you like women. They don't care you like women. I take another bite of my sandwich. Well, your choice. Terrible taste, honestly. Girls are way better. If I could give you my fan club, I would. Please? Probably good for Wa to know, just so they don't get any of the girls' hopes up. I wasn't planning to entertain any of them. Send them my way. See what they think of the adorable student council vice president instead. Gotcha. Okay, I gotta get going. Arlia's got a bag of sunflower seeds for me. It might go without saying, but if you could keep the fact I'm gay to yourself, I'd appreciate it. I'm not quite as open about it as Nala is. I wasn't in a hurry to tell anyone. But thanks for sharing it with me. I'm glad you're comfortable enough to do that. I walk into class the next morning and spy a lone Arlie. Yo! Wow, looks like we're the first ones here. I'm glad to see you present in class so early as well. What are you doing? Who are you and who replaced Arlie? He's always like late and stuff. What is this? Glad to see even when Hayden and Nala fail to show, someone in the nerd club is setting a good example. I'll take that as a compliment. It's pretty cold today, huh? I wonder if it's finally Hayden jacket season. Hayden jacket season? Yeah, it's a wondrous thing. The year is divided into two halves, jacket season and not jacket season. Like daylight savings, but localized, more visual apparent. I'm not sure I see what the deal is. Look, it started as a thing with Nala and Hayden when we were both kids, okay? And I'll take any opportunity I can to get under his skin, because I like him. I'll make sure to tell him that. Be my guest. He should know it better than anyone. As Nala and Hayden walk through the door, Nala gives Arlie a knowing look. It's jacket season. I don't know why you guys are insisting on making this a big deal. Oh, Nala, and I didn't say anything. It's written across both of your faces. It's cold. I'm going to wrap up. It's just comforting knowing some things never change. Plus, the puffiness of the jacket adds a certain cuteness the sweater vest alone can't accomplish. Compliments your face nicely. Oh, he is moving in. What on earth are you talking about? he's so flustered. What? It's true. The fangirls are right on this one. I'm surprised you agree with them. I'm not above admitting when a guy is cute. You've earned your weird legion of fans. Pretty sure that's victim blaming, Arlie. Hayden can't help being cute. Hayden goes quiet. You okay, Hayden? Just fine. I'm just fine, he says as he's shaking with flustered embarrassment at their compliments. I'm not saying it's okay for those girls to be weird. I'm just saying I understand that the Hayden appeal. What do you think, Wa? See where I'm coming from? Yeah, I'll agree with you. Let's make him more flustered. He is pretty cute. Can we change the subject? No. No fake smile and a thank you? I'm hurt. You should appreciate he's honest with us. Hayden takes his seat, burying his head in one of his textbooks. The teacher then bursts through the door, urging us all to sit down. Oh, what's going on? Oh, the teacher was probably late or something. And he's the one complaining about them being late earlier. What a hypocrite. I finish up sorting the last of my papers, then turn to leave the student council room. Actually, Wa, do you have a moment? I'd like to talk, if that's okay. The serious tone in his voice tells me it must be something pretty important. Should I lock the door? Might be a good idea. Please, thank you. Sure, what's up? I'm not sure if I ever asked you this, but what do you think of Arlie? He seems nice. He seems nice enough. Maybe a little chaotic, but I haven't yet to see him actually do anything harmful. He pauses at my response for a moment, carefully considering his response. I think it might be a good idea if I tell you the truth. I've been thinking about it a lot lately, and despite everything, I think I got a crush on Arlie. You think you got a crush on him? We all know you have a crush on him. Have I have I have a crush on Arlie. He seems a little surprised with himself as he clarifies. Sounds like this is a new revelation. First time admitting it out loud to someone else. But if I'm honest, I've probably felt this way for a while. Interesting choice of crush. He laughs. Yeah, I wish I knew what it was. I'd love to be able to put it into words. Suddenly, the scolding you do is looking like it has ulterior motives. It's not that obvious, is it? He's always doing something that I should get mad at. That's been our primary mode of interaction for such a long time. I'm honestly not sure how to talk to him otherwise. I do get mad at the stuff he does, but it's hard to stay angry at him. I wonder how the fangirls will react if you and Arlie end up getting together. I don't even want to think about that. They'll be happy for you. No, they won't. They'll be angry. I think they'll be happy for you. Really? I'm not so sure. Yeah, you know them better than I, but I like the positive outlook. Well, this isn't you picking a favorite fangirl, and you and Arlie would make a cute couple. Would we? Absolutely. It's hard to imagine you not arguing with Arlie every day. I'd be shocked if there isn't a dedicated portion of the fan club rooting for you both. I hope so. I'm kinda hoping if Arlie is around more, they'll finally get the hint. Oh, if you could keep this to yourself, I appreciate it. Your secrets are safe with me. Yeah, I'm not gonna test the boundaries of that. You tell me to keep it to myself? Easy. Just don't bring it up. I've yet to tell anyone you're gay. And I figured if it was going to be anyone, it'd be Arlie. I don't know if I've been given any new information. I'm not sure how to feel about that. I need a bit more time to get used to the idea. I'm just getting comfortable with the idea of a crush on someone. I don't want to also have to worry about who knows what. I appreciate how you're handling this, by the way. Thanks for taking it so well. You make it sound like this is bad news. He laughs again. Kinda feels like it is. Like, really? Him, of all people? He puts his hand to his forehead and sighs. What can I say? I guess he's just the right kind of stupid. Is it weird I feel a sense of dread about this? You're probably overthinking everything. How can I not? On the plus side, the student council room has never looked better. I never realized how much of a stress cleaner I am. You can unblock the door now. I should probably get going. I need to do a quick tidiness check of the other classrooms. Will probably take me until the end of the lunch. Can you stay here and keep the room occupied? If anyone needs anything, just make a note of it. I'll deal with it when I get back. Can do. Thanks again for listening. No problem. Thanks for trusting me. The rest of the lunch is uneventful. I get some studying done, but that's about it. As I open the door the next morning, Nala greets me with an uncomfortably large smile. Here we go. Wow. I'm so glad you came for the door first and by yourself too. Great. Let's go talk in private. She pushes me out of the hall before I can give an answer. A little pushy, aren't we? I've been wanting to talk to you about Hayden. What's going on with him and Arlie? You've noticed how weird they've been acting lately, right? Things are improving between the two of them, right? I'm pretty sure the relationship is improving. You think so? I mean, we just stood around complimenting Hayden for like a couple of minutes, so I'm pretty sure it's getting there, right? They're still talking about each other as much as they normally do, but something's different. Hayden's been going out of his way to argue with Arlie. Don't you feel like Hayden's been taking Arlie's teasing more seriously? He seems more preoccupied with their arguments after they bigger too. I don't know if improve's the right word. I think you'd have to ask them to know for sure. I just might. You think you could help me a corner, Hayden? Should be easy enough. He's small. We could take him. That is, if he doesn't just tell us when we ask. Might be best to try that first. Right on cue, Arlie and Hayden turned the corner. There you both are. I was starting to wonder if you were gonna have a double absence on our hands. And ruin Hayden's attendance record? Not a chance. I'm trying my best, Nala, but performing miracles is a little much to expect first thing in the morning. You've come close a few times. Like my first day? That's one of the closest. Sounds like I gotta try harder, duly noted. With my new knowledge, I don't think Hayden will hate the attention. Seeing Hayden let a smile slip as he enters the class tells me I might be right. The morning period is uninteresting. I spent the time trying to count how many times Hayden looks over at Arlie. Now I'm aware he has a crush on him. Everything Hayden does feels so obvious. Come lunchtime, Hayden makes his way over to my desk. So, I didn't get a couple of the rooms checked before the bell yesterday. Would you like to come with me? Nala's got us covered. Sure. Might be nice to spend the lunch period more mobile. Hayden and I turn the corner and see 3 girls standing there eager to get his attention. He lets out a sigh, just loud enough for me to hear, before putting on a smile and stepping out to meet them. Can I help you ladies with anything? The girls surround Hayden, giggling. One of the girls pushes her friends forward. Yeah, she wanted to ask you something. Hayden looks over at me for a split second, as if to make sure I'm paying attention. He looks almost like a cornered animal, despite holding his cool demeanor against the swarm. The one in the middle, after a reassuring thumbs up from one of her friends, presents an envelope and a small box of chocolates. I was wondering if you go out with me, Hayden. I appreciate the gesture, but I'm just not interested in a relationship right now. I'd be a terrible boyfriend. You deserve someone who can dedicate all his time to you. He says the line in just the right way to make the girl smile. This is someone with practice rejecting girls for sure. Are you sure? Please, at least take the gifts. I'll take the letter if you'd like, but please don't waste the chocolates on me. Share them with your friends. I insist. I heard you like this brand, so I picked them out just for you. Well, I suppose a few can't hurt. The girls run off giggling, and they took that very well, so very good. I'm glad everybody's emotionally mature in this school. For high schoolers, yeah, they are emotionally mature. See, I told you he'd accept them. The second they disappeared around the corner, Hayden's shoulders slump. From behind the same corner, Arlie appears. Showing Bob one of your trademark rejections up close, huh, Hayden? You were watching? Of course, entertainment at its finest. I'm glad you think me being cornered is funny. What am I supposed to do? Barge in midway through? Offer to help Hayden out yourself. Stay silent. Stay silent. I don't say anything, forcing Arlie to speak up instead. I mean, if you really want me to. I'd appreciate it. Oh, the blushes. Would either of you like these? He gestures to us with the box of chocolates. Not gonna eat your present? Cruel, Hayden. I'll give them to Nala then. I'd like someone to enjoy these. Hold on, I didn't say I didn't want them. He reaches over and plucks the box from Hayden's hands, studying the contents list. It's got those raspberry and white chocolate ones you like in the mix. Wait, really? Let me see. As Hayden goes to take the box back, Arlie lifts it out of his reach. Oh, so now you want them back. Just give me the box, Arlie. No, please, Mr. President. You don't deserve one. Niceties can get you a long way, you know. How's this? If you ask nicely enough, I'll even feed you the chocolates myself. Just take them. I don't have time for this. I wonder how much self-restraint it's taking him not to accept Ollie's offer. One day, I'm going to call you on your bluff, you know. It would be my honor, Mr. President. I've got to get going. I've got errands to run, and those girls took up enough of my time. Alright. I'll make sure to save the raspberry and white chocolate ones for you. Well, you really don't have to. Come on, Moi. We need to get going. Goodbye, Arlie. He wants an excuse to talk to you again. Can't you see that? That's why he's saying he's coming back with those chocolates for you, Mr. President. I waved to Arlie as Hayden speeds walked towards the student council room. What on earth was that about? Arlie being Arlie. Don't play dumb, you saw that, didn't you? That was way too much, even for him. What was Arlie's deal? Looks to me like you ran away. I don't know. Should we go after Arlie or after him? Should we just, we should just say the truth. Yeah. Maybe I did. I'm not good to subject myself to that. How obvious was it, be honest? Pretty obvious, if you ask me. Though it could just be because I'm aware of how you feel. Well, if he's going to tease me about it, so be it. Whether he knows or not, I'm gonna be overthinking that interaction all afternoon. Classic high school interactions be like. Let's just head back to class. I'm not getting any work done today. I wouldn't know, because I didn't talk to anybody in high school. Not that much, at least. Afternoon class is filled with a certain kind of tension. I watched Hayden and Arlie sneak glances at each other the entire lesson. I wonder if Hayden regrets giving up the box of chocolates. I entered the classroom, and Arlie and Hayden seemed to already be in the middle of something. I told you, I'm not interested. Just take them, will you? I saved them just for you. Is he talking about the chocolates from yesterday? They finally noticed me. Wah, I need your help. We need to convince Hayden to eat his favorite chocolates. Hayden won't accept the chocolates I saved for him. Yeah, exactly. This is embarrassing. You're making a scene, Arlie. I'm going to... Why ask me? Because we're friends. That's why. Let's help Arlie out this time. I don't know. Arlie went for the trouble of saving them for you. Would it really be that big a deal if you just take them? Not you too, Wah. What's gotten into you both? Hayden caves and takes the chocolates from Arlie. Of all the things to be peer pressured into, it isn't drugs, it isn't alcohol, it's chocolates. As I make my way to the hall to go and get lunch, I hear a familiar voice call my name from behind. Hey, Wah, got some time to talk? Sure, what's up? Just been noticing you've been hanging out a ton with Hayden lately. What's up with that? Don't worry, I'm not trying to steal your guy, okay? What do you mean, we're friends? Just friends? Yeah. What are we, a little possessive over here, Arlie? Are we a little possessive? Little... Don't try to isolate them now, okay? It's surprising to see. Are you jealous? No, I'm not gonna stir this pot. Are you kidding me? It just kinda happened. I don't know what else to tell you. Hayden asked for help with student council, and I didn't have anything better to do. He's pretty defensive, considering he's the one who's bringing this up. I wonder what Hayden's gonna think of him asking about this. Overheard some of the fangirls talking. That's what I get for believing random things I hear. Be careful out there, Wah. I've heard they can get so obsessive, they're scary. Like yandere obsessive? Man, Hayden needs to run. Am I giving off the wrong impression? I just decided to help Hayden out with student council. Well, no, like I said, it's just surprising. Though, thought I'd ask if something was up. I'm not interested in him, if that's what you're asking. You sure? He does have a cute face. Not charmed by it? Not really. Why come and ask me, and not Hayden? You've known him way longer. You think I could ask him something like this? I'd never hear the end of it. So he's doing okay and everything, right? Not too stressed? Oh, is that the real reason you're talking to me? Do I need to have a specific motive? Just kinda out of the blue is all. Well, I do consider Hayden and I friends, even if he won't talk directly with me. Don't quite know what he thinks of me, but I don't hate the guy. I actually love the guy. I'm surprised Arlie's being so direct with us. Well, I gotta get going. Nice talk, Wah. Thanks for clearing all that up for me. No problem. I opened the student council room door to Hayden sitting at the table, just about to start on lunch. Hey, Wah, what took you so long? I sit down and put my own lunch, not quite sure where to start. I had a really weird conversation with Arlie on the way here. Yeah? What he intended to be just a polite question suddenly becomes a serious topic. He stops eating and sits up in his chair. What did he want? I'm not sure. It started with him bringing up a rumor we might be dating. Well, you know why I'm not interested in that happening. Is that what he thinks? I didn't think that was the impression you gave. That's what I told him. Well, hearing he cares is reassuring. Thanks for letting me know. An odd way to end the week. After a quiet weekend, I opened the door to Nala all by herself. Good morning, Wah. Looks like we're the first ones here. I've been dreaming of sunflower seeds, Wah. All weekend the cookies have been on my mind. Arlie said they'd be ready to harvest, right? Yep. I checked with him after school on Friday, and they weren't quite dry yet, so today's the day. Right on cue, Arlie arrives through the door. The second he sees Nala, he reaches into his bag and pulls out a packet of sunflower seeds. Got them for you, Nala. Figured that coming in early and sorting out the seeds will make you happy. Whoa, that's huge! Is it? What were you expecting? Maybe like half of that. I can take some back if you don't need all of it. Nuh-uh. I need all of it. This is an essential. This is life or death. I need every bit of sunflower seeds in that bag. All of it. I'll set aside some cookies for you. How's that? Sounds good to me. Let me know if this sounds crazy, Wah. I'm thinking about asking Arlie out. Really? He immediately loses his nerve and proceeds to try to backpedal a little. Or, I don't know. Maybe just to hang out or something. After that weird interaction you had with him, I should probably take more initiative. I don't think I'll get more obvious sign for him. What to ask him to do is the question. Well, he would like that, actually. I think he would be pleased, maybe even touched by this. Helping out with the gardening club? I don't know the first thing about gardening to be able to help him out, but he taught me. He can teach you the ways of the gardening club. I don't want to embarrass myself. No guarantee we'd have a chance to be alone to talk either. So that's out of the question, at least for now. So far, Arlie is the only person I've seen in gardening club. I think you'll be fine. Just getting something to eat. I don't think he would be down for a study date, to be honest. What about getting something to eat? I could see that working. It's casual enough to not be too much pressure for either of us. We'll start there and see how receptive he is. I'll worry about afterwards once he's agreed to hang out. No big anime-style confession first? Not a chance. I barely have enough courage to do this. Rooting for you, though. Thanks. I need it. Okay, I have some free time today after school, so I'll try asking him after class. You got this. Thanks, I sure hope I do. I'm looking forward to seeing the two of them interact after hearing the report on how that date went. I wonder what'll be different. I enter the classroom and see Hayden focused on the textbook. How did things go? With that look on his face, I'm almost afraid to ask. I'll tell you at lunch. I don't really want to talk about it where others can hear. It went well? I have positivity all over my face. Let's do it. Went that well, huh? Do I look like it went well? I wish. Nothing really went to plan, but I'd rather talk about it in private. Talk about what? What plan, huh? Damn, I almost wish I could take that back so I could be right. But I am an optimist, so I'm staying true to the character. I'm not sure if Nala snuck into class without us noticing, or she was here all along. What's the secret you guys are so hush-hush about? Don't leave me out. I'll tell you at lunch, Nala. I've been meaning to catch you up with everything. Don't know how I feel about you not turning to me first, but I'll forgive you. Arlie enters the room with a much happier expression on his face. He glances over at Hayden, who then shoves his face into his textbook. Someone looks happy. What's up? Oh, nothing much. Just had a nice afternoon yesterday. Got some crepes from that place a couple blocks from here. You know the one? Yeah, who doesn't? Maybe I was talking to Wa. Nala, don't be exclusionary. I went there after school. It was great. Yeah? I need to try the berry chocolate variety. I saw someone eating it, and they made it look like the best thing ever. Been thinking about it all morning. Good to hear he enjoyed what sounds like their date. Hayden's doing his best to ignore Arlie's ramblings. Soon enough, the teacher comes in, telling us to take our seats. Come lunchtime, Hayden, Nala, and I all hurry to the student council room. Alright, it's the discussion time. The big club discussion about Arlie. So, what exactly did you both want to tell me? I couldn't focus at all in class because of this, by the way. You can't focus normally. You don't need any prompting. I look over at Hayden to spill the beans. Well, I'll just come out and say it. I have a crush on Arlie. That's it? I already knew that. I told you it was obvious. Everybody knows. I don't remember telling you. You didn't have to. It's obvious, right, Wa? Yeah, it's pretty obvious. I already told him he'll take it on the nose easy. I might have been able to figure that one out. If Wa can figure things out in a couple of weeks, I think I can over a decade. And you got a point. Well, if everything's so obvious to you both, tell me how my date with Arlie went. Whoa, you guys are dating already? Not yet. But with any luck, I'll get there eventually. Just a single date so far. Well, I want to hear everything. How'd it go? I'm not sure, honestly. Good, I think. Just good? I feel I made my intentions of it being a date painfully obvious. Not that it fazed him. If anything, he got bolder. I'm almost mad. I spent so long building myself up, and he just acts so casually about everything? Did you want him to be more nervous about it? Maybe a little. I don't know how he could talk normally. He was asking me about the student council was going, calling it nerd club, and everything. I couldn't manage responding to both his question and the fact that he was trying to poke fun of it. So he tried to pay for the whole thing, and I just turned into a stuttering mess. My mind blanked. I couldn't think of a way to explain why I wanted to pay before he beat me to it. Then, he said it's okay because I can pay next time. He's already thinking of date number 2, huh? I don't know if I can do that again, and anytime soon. A second date might kill me. Don't be so dramatic. It sounds like it went great. He enjoyed his time with you, so it was a success. If you can call all me spending my entire time with my foot in my mouth a success, look at you, the student council president, reduced to a self-conscious mess. I really wouldn't overthink it, Hayden. Just accept when he offers to hang out again. It's just Arlie, nothing to be scared of. Easy for you to say. You don't have all these bunched up feelings you haven't talked about yet with him. Well, I should at least have tonight to gather my thoughts. As we finish up the last class of the day, Arlie makes his way over to Hayden's desk. You doing anything tonight, Hayden? Not really. Looks like Hayden isn't going to getting that break he wanted. Awesome. Want to hang out at my place? I get the feeling you've already decided it's happening. Yep, I got snacks ready and everything. Look at him being all prepared and stuff. Nala and I both make the decision to leave them be. Hayden walks down the hall with far more of a confident stride than he did yesterday. Someone looks happier. Really? Is it that obvious? You outwardly show your emotions, so yes. So how'd it go? Better? So much better. He invites me around to his house and mentions his parents weren't home. Hard to say no to an offer like that. Is that the kind of conversation we should be having in the hallway? It's fine. This isn't going where you think it is. But the details are important. So we get to his house and it's clear he's put in some effort. Game system set up, living room way more cleaner than it normally is. How do you know he cleaned up? We hung out a lot in elementary and middle school. I know the house pretty well. He had way too many snacks out, but A for effort. We played for maybe half an hour before his parents came through the door, saying their outing was cancelled due to some last-minute problem. It was nice seeing them again. They were really talkative and happy to see me. Arlie was clearly embarrassed, but I didn't do anything to help because it was just so cute. I'm sure that's how he felt the last time you hanged out. His dad wanted to watch TV, so we ended up outside for a couple hours. We just walked around the neighborhood. I messed up forgetting my coat back at his, and I was just gonna put up with the cold, but Arlie insisted I take his coat instead. He hesitates to say the next line, his voice getting very quiet. I wanted to keep his coat so badly I might have asked, but his parents were right there. Sounds like a lot happened. It was kind of a train wreck, but in a sweet way. It was nice seeing Arlie flustered for a change instead of me. You should tell Arlie you had a good time. You should probably let him know you had a good time. Should I? Might be fun to see what he says about it first. Hayden walks through the door, his eyes locking onto Harley. Surprising to see him already in class. Good morning. No running in the halls today? Arlie gives him a sheepish look. Nah, not today. I gave you enough grief yesterday. Oh? Over what? Arlie squirms. You know, my parents coming home and ruining everything. A couple of classmates turn their heads. Hayden notices and walks over to Arlie's desk, whispering something to him. Right. Hayden then takes his seat without saying another word. Good morning, everyone. Nala swings open the door. Whoa, Arlie, are you okay? You don't look so good. He's fine, don't worry. Okay. The teacher shows up before the silence gets too awkward. I take my seat and the lesson gets started. It's amusing watching how many times Hayden's eyes flick over to Arlie's. He's painfully obvious. Lunchtime rolls around and Hayden's still beaming. What's the next step? Now that you've got Arlie cornered. I hadn't thought that far ahead, honestly. I'm just kind of enjoying the reaction. I'll talk to him after class. And we go right to after class. The afternoon period feels like a long one. I'm looking forward to going home. I head down the stairs along the front of the school and I pass by Hayden and Arlie. Hayden notices me walk by and gives me an unsettling smile. Ah, well, do you mind helping out? I could use a hand. Don't involve Wah in this. Would you like me to leave, Arlie? It's fine. Stay, Wah. I need you to help me out with work out how exactly Arlie can make up the terrible time we had together yesterday. So that was what Arlie read over earlier. Makes sense. Hayden looks like he's enjoying himself. Feign ignorance. I could maybe add some to the story, suggest. Depends. Do you have anything in mind, Hayden? Hayden looks at me. Pleased, I'm willing to help out. Nothing too specific. Maybe he can help me carry my books. I don't think that's severe enough, though. How terrible of a time was it? Hard to say. My time is valuable, after all. I could have been doing some productive things instead. The least Arlie can do is make it up for me. He's not very convincing, saying that with such a big smile. You could have gone home at any time. Clearly, it wasn't that bad. Another date? Some kind of makeup date? Seems the best way to solve this. The date? Hayden's too thrown off by my bluntness to make an immediate comeback. Arlie takes the opportunity instead. A makeup date, huh? What? I like the way you think. We can try my place again, but my parents are home. How about yours? We can sort that out later. We don't need to do this in front of Wah. Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't the one who invited them over here. You're the one who wanted an audience, so you're getting one. I thought you wanted Wah's input, Hayden. Can I go home now? They both paused their bickering and turned to me. I guess so. Hayden isn't very happy with my contribution. I tried. Arlie isn't so easily cornered. I head home, leaving those two to themselves. This is getting so obvious it's embarrassing. She's just so done. She's just like, that's literally the game. Just kiss him already, okay? We've been recording for an hour and 24 minutes. Just do it. The morning period is short. I arrive at class with not much time to spare. Hayden catches me right as I enter the room. Wah, I was starting to wonder if you'd be in today. Just running it a little late. What are you doing out of class? Making sure you were gonna show up. I've gotten a stupid idea in my head and I need to talk out of it. Oh? I'll talk to you at lunch about it in full. Looking forward to it. Once we get into the student council room, Hayden surprises me with an apology. Sorry for yesterday. Oh, I figured it was the one who owed you. I was the one who owed you the apology, not the other way around. Letting Arlie get the upper hand and all that. He'd have found a way to turn the situation around even without your help. My attempt to corner him backfired, so sorry for putting you through that. It was funny. It was funny to watch, not gonna lie. Well, I'm glad I can entertain. It wasn't the intention, though. Arlie seemed to be happy, at least. I can't stop thinking about his reaction to all of that. Should I say something to him? Like, about liking him? I thought that was already the assumption. Maybe. Sometimes I wonder. I think he's just trying to keep things at the pace you're setting. Can't hurt confirming you're both on the same page. I know, you're right. Doesn't stop it feeling scary, though. How's being on the opposite end of things? Honestly, I have a new earned respect for all the girls who've confessed to me. This might be a little different. You're practically dating Arlie already. Can you really see him turning you down? I can see him blowing it off and saying he was just teasing. Inviting you around to his place as a joke? I doubt it. Things are only so clear to you because you don't have brain rot. What's brain rot? He sighs. Fine, I'll do it. Let's get this over with. Shouldn't this be something you're excited for? I don't like how the uncertainty feels. Do you have anything for after school today? So soon? The faster I can sort this out, the better. Well, why don't we just do it right now? Class ends and Hayden gives me the look to signify now's the time. I try to give a look of encouragement without making it obvious enough to anyone. Hayden gets up from his seat almost immediately. He catches Arlie before he's even finished putting his books away. Arlie, do you mind staying behind so I can talk to you about something? Oh, I'm not in trouble, am I? Depends on how the conversation goes. You guys both good? What are you guys so serious about? I guess Nala wasn't filled in on what was happening. I'm not sure if I want to discuss this with other people around. Well, I might have a thing I want to say to you, so I don't mind the company. It's not like Nala or Wad do any harm, if this is going where I think it's going. And where do you think this is going? Well, let's move out of everyone's way and talk about it. Once the class clears out and the hall is empty, Arlie is the first one to speak. So, you want to talk? Not if you're going to put me on the spot. You chickening out already? I'll go first if that'll make you feel better. Alright, here goes nothing. I like you, Hayden. Way more than as a friend, too. Figured I'd better say something since we're hanging out more. Don't want you getting the wrong idea or anything. Oh, I see. You okay with that? Yeah, more than okay. Sorry, I wasn't expecting us both to have the same idea. I feel the same way. Oh man, that is such a relief to hear. You really had me going for a second. What do you mean, relief? You're the one who was implying you already knew what I was going to say. And it was the one giant bluff, but I still took the risk in confessing. Only because you wouldn't give me the chance to say it first. The tension is broken by Nella's loud sip of her juice box. I better be maid of honor at your guys' wedding. I've earned that spot. I've been waiting years for this to happen. Happy to finally provide a conclusion. Man, I'm still shaking a bit. Is this how those girls felt? I don't know. I've never accepted any of their confessions. Boyfriend of the student council president? This doesn't make me a member of Nerd Club, does it? Only if you want it to. I'll think about it. Just for you. I make my way down the corridors, following the same route I take every school day. My class is the third door on the left. I'd have thought as your boyfriend, I'd at least get the courtesy of a peaceful morning. I'll stop running in the halls if you walk with me to school. How's that? That'd require you to wake up on time. Two loud, arguing boys block the door to the classroom. Huh. I'm having deja vu to the first day I got here. It's kind of nice to see that some things don't change. So, come wake me up. I'll keep the window unlocked just for you. I'm not going to break into your parents' house when they'll just let me through the front door. Would making you lunch help so you can sleep in longer? Very tempting, very tempting. I do like free food after all. I know I have bags under my eyes, but I get a full 8 hours of sleep every night, you know? I just don't like getting out of bed until I absolutely have to. I honestly feel that. Not that I'd turn down a loving home-cooked meal from my beloved. Don't I have it good, Wah? I'm being spoiled already. Forget I offered. Oh, please! I'm being genuine here. I'd love matching lunches with you. Where's my adorable lunch offer? I want matching lunches with my wife. Fine, your own wife. I'm trying to. She reaches into her bag and pulls out a large box. If you're gonna rub being single in my face, I won't share. Oh, what's this? The cookies. I finally got the recipe down. Be honest, how many batches did it take? Huh? What are you talking about? I got these down first try. After 3 other attempts? But that doesn't matter now. They're here to share. I decided it'd be better to celebrate you guys. Getting a cute girl's important. But not as important as my friends. Oh, how touching. How beautiful. How burned are they? Only the tiny smidgen. She opens the lid, revealing the cookies. They're a little overdone, but it's still perfectly edible at least. You can scrape the burnt bits off. Personally, I think it adds more flavor to them. I take one of the cookies out of politeness. They're not that bad. Nice to see everything's going well. I'm happy I moved here. Even if my new friends are idiots. I'm glad you're being direct. And that's it. That's the end of the game. So I'm assuming that if we don't accept council president, we're gonna go into the gardening club, and that's a whole nother playthrough, not for another time. This is my conclusion. They get together, that's the conclusion. There are obviously other avenues I can go with the dialogue and conversation, but I'm happy with how it turned out, and therefore, thank you guys so much for watching. This was very cute, very wholesome. Not what I usually do, but it was a nice refresher. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video, alright? Goodbye!